Sound the alarm. Send out the signal. Di-RRec Gaming is back. Let them know. Say it loud for the people in the back.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's going on, everybody? If y'all ready for some laughs, tonight's that show. It's been kind of droughty around here, man. Real dry. These type of periods is where gamers come out and play some games. A lot of people are just busy in life. Then you got these little lame clowns out here with mics that think that they are the voice of gamers for some reason. I don't know where all that got started, but guys gotta play more games, man. You gotta be more convincing. That's the problem with a lot of you clowns out here, man, with mics. You bunch of lame ass YouTubers, man. Y'all think y'all are famous or something. I don't know what's wrong with y'all dudes, man. But y'all are not convincing to real gamers. Real gamers don't pay y'all no attention, man. Just like I don't get paid attention. JyzalGamingTV don't get no pay attention. 117 don't. Game Serials don't. The Chit Chat community don't. We're not here for all of that. We're here for the culture of gaming. We're here for the essence. Nobody here is special. Nobody here is better than nobody. Don't walk around thinking I'm some damn celebrity or, this. I don't know where all this came from. It's kind of funny, but a lot of y'all are too old to be acting like that any damn way. It's kind of goofy, but that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to start this show with some fake beef. I got beef with whoever, man, whenever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these dudes like Uni, running around prostituting with a damn fake Rolex with some Skechers on, under bridges with a damn cup, asking for donations, and then want to come out here with a Nintendo Switch, and he act like he out here putting in work on Mario. We ain't none of these clowns out here, man. You want to see me on Xbox, come see me on Xbox, man. 99% of you donkeys out there not sizing up nobody. We already seen that with Beast of Truth. One guy knocked y'all out the game, so we don't need nothing else. We don't need no more theatrics. Beast of Truth already did that. And so, but if you want more beatdowns, just hit us up. Hit any of us up, man. We're on Xbox. Just hit us up, man. Let us know you want to compete, and I'll record it, man. I'll put it on Twitch, or I'll put it on my Elgato, or whatever, man. We can get down on the Xbox games. That's nothing. You donkeys know, man. We'll lay the carrots out, and we'll get the bundles of hay for all of y'all. And y'all fake Xbox fans too out there, undercover Xbox fans with your little Series S's, acting like you really putting in work. A lot of you dudes just make me laugh. At the end of the day, man, we came here to clown PlayStation tonight. Y'all see the header. Hey, it's no surprise. Oh, it's legal. Here he is talking bad about PlayStation again. He's just an Xbox fanboy. That right there even sounds weak. That's too weak for me, man. That's too goofy and too weak for me. Look, I wasn't playing around when I first started with this prophecy in February of 2020. And then I laid down some laws in April 2020. I told y'all that Bloomberg was out here putting out the work on PlayStation early. Sony tried to deny the accounts. I told you. They even went on Twitter. Y'all know what I've been talking. I've been saying this for years. Went on Twitter, denied all allegations. But to our surprise today, I'll be damned. I even said it. I even told you donkeys when Spider-Man came out all buggy. And you dummies try to tell me. You dudes try to tell me on Twitter, right? That, it's normal for consoles to come out and be janky like this. And I said, since when? Since when, Lou, do we go out and we pay $4.99 for a console for its debut games to come out janky. Since when do we do stuff like that? Since when do we buy consoles and they brick? That's normal activity for consoles to brick on their releases. Since when? Right? So a lot of y'all, I gave out my report. I try to do the warning. And then what was the first thing? Because this is on repeat right now. I'm shining and basking in my glory. So what happened? YouTubers couldn't wait to get on YouTube and show Spider-Man, and what happened? Consoles brick, live and direct. And I went right back to Twitter laughing my ass off. I said, y'all still think I'm lying? Okay. So I got a bunch of hey mails, you know. So I bowed out and said, okay, I'll tell y'all what. Let's make it even. I'll give y'all to the end of this year. And if that console keeps breaking, when the next year come in, y'all asses are mine. So fast forward. I told you that the console's not full next gen. I told you that it's RDNA 1.3. I told y'all to stop listening to the dumb cats out here like the Red Dragon, dummies out here. You know what I'm saying? Stop listening to these dummies, bro, who are going to do nothing but lie to you. That's all they're there for, to lie to you. They know that you guys have the biggest ears in social media. They know Xbox gamers ain't paying no attention to that dumb shit. So they tickle y'all's ammo. And because you guys will side with anybody that says anything negative about Xbox, they know that about your weak asses. So they want attention. All they got to do is start talking bad about Xbox. And here y'all go hitting the like button. And I watched y'all. Blind wildebeest parade around these clowns that don't even play games, right? Y'all are quick to run to their YouTube channels and listen to all this nonsense. Y'all are quick to go on their Twitter pages and like their dumbness is up. Like they're y'all saviors. But see, legal to line them all up now. Look at them. From JW to Pebbles, all the way to Uni. They have all failed you, just like I predicted. What are they gonna do for y'all now? How many games are gonna flop? They ain't playing these games. They just talking for y'all. 100, they just talking. We know this. To me and 100, this is just pure laughter and it's old news. That's why we don't really talk about these idiots. They ain't really doing nothing. They don't even hit enough to ricochet anything. But for some reason, y'all out there love to just keep being mesmerized by their dumbness. Now I will give them props. They have legendary dumbness status. Their dumbness is on a galactic level. I will give them that. But you know, they failed you. So, like I said, Rise of the Ronin flop. Some of you donkeys came out here. It didn't flop. It flopped. PlayStation 5 is a fraudulent console. Oh, it's really next gen. You had a dummy called Marlon saying it was RDNA 3.0. You guys were lost. Your leaders were lost from the jump with this console.
Damn.
All I ever did, games, was tell them the truth, Lou. All I ever did was tell these dummies the truth. But because I wear that bandana around my neck, 100, and it's got those Xbox logos on it, 100, and I'm an Xbox fan, 100, they hate me. Lou, they hate me because I'm an Xbox fan. But I tell them more about PlayStation than these dummies out there they listen to. What is it? MBG? What's his name?
MBG? Who's
What's his
MBG?
name? GMB? I'm being funny, but you know. We here.
Why you gotta lie like that? Why you gotta lie like that, baby? Why? Why you gotta lie like that, huh, family?
They lied to you.
Why she gotta lie like that?
The console's fraudulent. Flop after flop after flop. See, they ain't gonna like this show. I just put the header out there, plain and simple. PlayStation games continue to flop.
Yep.
This ain't, yo, if you like PlayStation, this ain't the show. I ain't here to tickle your elmo. I'm here to tell you straight up. Hey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourselves and your lame ass fan base. Because we told you. JyzalGamingTV and I told y'all. I told JyzalGamingTV, don't even waste your time no more, bro. Stop talking, Game Heroes, didn't I? Get out of them spaces, huddle back. Because now that they told us that we wasn't supporting the devs, you remember that? Oh, y'all got welfare. Y'all on welfare. Y'all
welfare pass. Welfare
Hey,
pass.
Legal, you remember that one pony who bought a used game talking about he supported the devs?
Wait, what? He did what?
He had to take that post down.
No.
What'd he do?
My man
He
bought
put
a
up
used
he
game
put up a
talking about he
post.
supporting the devs.
Right. He gonna buy some used games saying he's supporting the devs, bro. He put that post up with all that passion and failed himself. That's what donkeys do. Y'all told us we were the coupon warriors. We were the welfare supporters. Recipients. Yeah, we can't afford. We're broke. We're bums because we had Game Pass, and y'all were gonna come in here and save the day, right? Y'all were gonna come in here and support these devs, right?
You forgot the one term. 70 means quality.
There you go, baby. 70 means quality.
Quality. I remember that. Oh,
that came from y'all. That came out of y'all stable.
What's up, Crazy?
That came out of y'all stable.
What's up? What's up?
John, I'm going in, baby. Don't worry. I said 100. You already know. You know me, man.
They said we pay for quality.
This shit too easy.
Proven that was a lie.
Right.
$70 quality. But wait a minute. Because where's that box at? I wonder, baby, where you hit that box at? It's got to be somewhere out there. I remember that box.
Legal, that's why I call them the hoof cappers.
Didn't that box say 4K 60 or 8K something? I think it says something like that. And then we're getting 2K 60. I mean, y'all proud about the 60 FPS at 2K? How can you be happy about that? How can you be happy about that? I mean, how can you go out there and say, hey, we got 60 frames, but wait, what's your resolution? Oh, it's 2K, but it's good. Huh? Didn't the box say that? Damn. I don't get these fans, man. I don't get these fans over there on the PlayStation side. I don't get them. Now we got a PS5 Pro that pretty much is an Xbox Series X, and now they're starting to jump this gen. I mean, this is the gen they're jumping to right now after 3 years. Oh man,
they done tapped out, Lou. What you see is what you get going forward. Now that's what the Pro is here for. Drawn TJ, my man in the building. Xbox needs to put Steam on the next Xbox. Now that's facts. Sony is a joke. No PS6. That's facts. Xbox is not done buying publishers. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. That's facts. You dudes came out barking up that tree, but there wasn't no kitty cats up there. Y'all were just making a bunch of noise. So I got one question for you donkeys. Why are y'all not buying and playing these games? You can only talk for so long. Drawn TJ again in the building. Everyone, please hit the like button, or you are not enjoying the show and need to leave. It's not for you. If you're a fan,
oh Lord,
yo, my boy Drawn, hey, have a good time. Thanks, man. Do whatever you feel. We appreciate it, man, because listen, we didn't say it, they did. Their captains failed them. None of them bought these games. None of them play. So let's go down the list. Let's start with Helldivers 2, y'all. So if it wasn't for the PC community, Helldivers 2, you would be in that same bag. So let's go down it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I told y'all it flopped. Y'all came up. Here he goes again. I don't see no clips. I don't see no gameplay from y'all. I didn't see anything.
What happened to that?
News comes out, it flopped. Helldivers 2. If it wasn't for the PC community,
Legal, they got profile pictures of Final Fantasy characters and didn't buy the game. That's crazy.
Facts. If it wasn't for that PC community, it flopped. Rise of Ronin. Oh, y'all know this game. If it was on Xbox, y'all would buy it. That's one thing PlayStation fans know about us, huh? They're right. If it was on Xbox, we would buy it. But I don't know why these devs keep putting faith in y'all. Because we knew once those games went to $70, it was all about a matter of time. There's no more talking to you dummies. Y'all are Sony's worst enemy. It's not us. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't contribute to these flops. You dudes do. Y'all are the reason why PlayStation is having a hard time. So what do y'all got to say? Be mad at me. I'm just over here spreading the love. There was a lot of love on Twitter today. All this news about PlayStation. So hell, we didn't have nothing to talk about with Xbox because y'all really don't want to talk about Hellblade 2, my game. You see, we said this, didn't we, J-Rock? Didn't we, Game Serials? Didn't we, Spark 117? Back in the day, I said, you know what? I told Realist, all I want to see is God of War go up against Hellblade 2. Now, y'all know my man Lou's got a PlayStation 5.
Yep.
So Lou, we know what God of War really is to PlayStation. It's the technological, graphical advancement game to promote the PlayStation. We all know this. God of War to PlayStation, or even The Last of Us, it depends on which one you like the most. But we're using Kratos tonight. Kratos is like Marcus Phoenix to Xbox. When you want to see the visual, when you want to see that game that pushes the limits to the consoles, it's God of War and it's Gears of War, right? So my man Deploy 619, my witness. What did I say, Deploy? I said, I want to see that God of War versus that Hellblade 2. And I got my money on Hellblade 2, Lou. And I was damn let down, Lou. You know why I was let down, Lou? Because Hellblade didn't drop. It didn't drop when God of War dropped. But guess what gave me the slightest hint that it was game over? Let me tell everybody here how I knew that what I said in February and April of 2020 would come true. Because once I waited for that damn God of War to pop up, bitch was crossplay, I said, checkmate. The day that bitch was crossplay, it was over for these donkeys in this generation. I showed y'all where the missing dies were in the CPUs. Y'all don't like the truth sayers. I see that, but I love being one. You don't have to like me. You just mad because I tell it how it is and you tell it how it might be. No Diddy. Drawn TJ. I'm pretty. I'm petty. And he's pretty. But Take Two and WB, when them small studios be done, but Square Enix just to piss off the pony fanboys. Let me tell you something, man. Drawn TJ, me and you know one thing, right? Money talks. You know, companies can say, oh, no, Lou, we ain't going nowhere, right, J-Rock? I ain't going nowhere. If you want this game, buy a PlayStation 5, and then that money starts hitting that table. When that money start hitting that table, Lou, words change. Let me give y'all a little scenario. But LeBron James, the year he found out that the play-in was being created, you want what LeBron James said? Whoever created this needs to be fired. Do you know in the last 2 seasons that has been done, LeBron James has been in the play-in? Just because the play-in exists today, you LeBron James fans get to see him a little bit longer. You see how things change when it works out for you? Your language learns how to sing to a different tune, doesn't it, Realist? So money talks. You can forget. That's right. You got to place that. Yeah, y'all here. Good job tonight, man. But you know, that boy Cloud. But you know, money talks, right? Deploy. So the tune changes. Go ahead.
Hmm?
Oh, I thought somebody was saying something. My bad. They gonna let me rock tonight. J-Rock and Games is gonna let me rock. Games probably playing. Go ahead, Rock.
Nah, I was just gonna say I thought they were lovers of Japanese products. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
They damn swear they
Uh-oh.
Japanese.
They crazy.
What's up?
You had told me that Final Fantasy is a system seller.
It's what? Final Fantasy what?
A
Oh,
system
that's
seller.
right, Games. They told.
No, that's what they tell me. I mean, that's what everybody. I'm telling you, that's what they keep on telling me.
Mom,
They
these
keep-
are the games these pony bots were crying about. This is a major game. Mr. Everybody,
major
you said we
game.
was gonna have they're huge games. Boy, it still wasn't no huge game.
J-Rock,
Yeah, right.
hey, yo, Lou.
What's up?
They said Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was a remake. Come to find out, it wasn't even a revisit.
Oh, damn. I mean, it's like the other day I saw a tweet from Mikey Barr. And I saw this thing, I was laughing my butt off. He was saying we should be able to tip the devs. When I saw that, I started thinking, I was like, why don't you just say and be honest and come forth and say, why don't you all open up those exclusives that and sell well so other players can jump on it and enjoy it and quit this damn console exclusive thing? Because we all know for a fact that only works on Nintendo. Why the heck does PlayStation keep on doing this? Why do they keep on hogging on these titles, keep it in here? For example, look at that Final Fantasy Rebirth. I mean, if they would have put it on PC, they would put it on Xbox, I'm telling you, those numbers would have been 4 to 6 mil probably.
Yeah, it would have helped it out more. Right.
It would have helped it out more. And right then and there, those devs would have made the money of the cost of the damn game. They would have made the money for the cost of the damn game, and they would have started making money. I mean, okay, there's an article out there too. Talk about $70 games are going to be a thing of the past sooner or later. Because, listen, this gen, with the whole pandemic and everything that has happened, we have seen games come out. We have seen games with development issues. We have seen games that you're like, oh man, I'm going to wait for a discount. And that's what people are doing nowadays. They're waiting for a discount. Right now, it's not going to be a big hit because with Square's history, right, we are seeing what they have brought out. I mean, look at Forspoken. That game was terrible. Well, what's another game that came out from their side? I mean, you got
Square should have called Cliffy B, man. Cliffy B should have told them about how things go when you go PlayStation exclusive.
You got Final Fantasy 16, which of course I believe it's a great game, but it was hitting what, 900p? I mean, this generation we got a console. We got this big fat baby right here, which is big as hell. I can't imagine. I mean, this is big. I'm telling you. I gotta tell you something, brother. I do sit-ups with this thing.
Bitch tapping out.
I do sit-ups with this thing. I mean, this thing is 17 pounds. I do sit-ups with this thing. It helped me as a weight. I mean, you can do anything with this thing. It's heavy as hell, right?
And already tapping out.
It's already then tapped out. They can't squeeze no more juice out of it, Realist.
They can't. They just can't.
It's confirmed. Realist, what happened?
But dude, I told you this when the generation first started.
I
It's all
knew
good.
he was gonna say that.
Hey, it is what it is.
Was the writing on the wall, Realist?
Look, man, I don't understand why all of a sudden specs don't matter, tech doesn't matter. Only when it comes to PlayStation.
Exactly.
Just like 4 was less than 6, 1.3 was less than 1.8, 9 is less than 12. It is what it is, man.
The SSD did matter. Remember that.
SSD don't make graphics.
It did
SSD
matter.
don't make frames.
That's what they said. It didn't matter.
Everybody
went out there. Everybody went out there saying,
hold on, crazy. Hold on, crazy. Realist, what you just said?
What?
What we just said?
I said SSD doesn't make graphics or frames.
There you go. Hey, Realist, turn your mic up, too. Turn your mic up.
No. I hear him. I want to repeat that.
No. It's the chat room. The chat room telling them turn it up.
Yeah, turn that mic up.
Hey, listen. All you PlayStation fanboys in 2020 are capping for that SSD, talking about this magical SSD think the frame rate and all that shit gonna go up. An SSD is a storage device. It has nothing to do with frame rate. It has nothing to do with what make the game looks good. This powerful NASA SSD was a lie. I told you, man, it was a lie. But hey, look, Pebble talking about. Hey, I remember that nigga. Man, look, man, you don't make this shit up. Sorry, legal. Sorry, Curse. This man was capping for Godfall. Talk about Godfall could have run on the PS4. I told people it could run on the PS4. They broke my legs. They broke my legs. They called me all that stuff.
They crucified my boy
They
Game
crucified me.
They nailed him. They nailed him. Hands and feet, Lou.
Yeah.
They put a crown of thorns on his head.
Lou.
Did him bad.
Yeah, but guess what? That was the first PS5 game was announced, right? And everybody was capping for that game. Oh, it can't run on the PS4 because the magical SSD and this and this. 1 year later,
Tron TJ on his way to be crucified, they threw carrots at my boy, dog. They were vicious to him.
Yeah, 1 year later, Godfall came to the PS4. You don't make this stuff up.
Man, don't you talk, man.
Hey, but Game Heroes, don't forget about Ratchet and Clank and these warps and this magical SSDs, and then now you look at it. Now you look at it, and it's running on SD cards.
This shit was running on an SD
Stop,
card.
really? No, y'all need to stop.
I'm telling you, I mean that was the talk. And after Ratchet and Clank came out on PC, we all saw the SSD talk. We all saw the SSD talk go down. Nobody brings up anymore the damn SSD power. It's done and over. I mean, listen, it's fast.
Yo, it's out.
It's fast.
Damn, I need to play that game.
It's fast.
Damn.
Yeah, you had J-Dub buying the 8K TV because it said it on the box.
Wait, what? Who bought an 8K TV? I mean, I bought my LG C2 thing. I'm not gonna.
If you buy 8K TV, you got rip off.
Oh, hell yeah, that's a rip off.
What you gonna watch on the 8K TV? I don't know, man.
Oh man, oh my god.
Do they make 8K movies?
Yeah, they got 8K movies. But look, man, if you buy an 8K TV, it's not like you buying a ZX or anything like that. You out there buying one of those. What is it? What's the one? It's a mid range.
T2.
TCL has one, I think.
That nigga bought a Magnavox.
But since y'all, so basically,
hold on.
I'm about to jump.
Hold on, fam. What is it? My man bought an Emerson.
Oh Lord!
Oh man,
bad out here, yo.
No, what was the other one? Y'all help me out. What was the Walmart?
One of them ONN.
Come on, really? That ain't called an RCA.
No, what? I don't know the Walmart Westinghouse. I don't know.
No, Westinghouse is good. Westinghouse is cool. That Texas.
Oh, Westinghouse is good.
We will never get Westinghouse. Hey, Magnavox, yeah, Magnavox. No, what was that one?
Oh, Magnavox.
Yeah, man, they stupid, boy. Yo, what's that one that was in Walmart? It started with an X. Come on, y'all.
Vizio?
No. What was that?
Zenith?
Not boy, that boy says Zenith.
Bro, Zenith is like
damn,
70.
Hitachi. Hitachi. Look, somebody said it too.
Hitachi. Is it Hitachi? Hitachi.
Yo,
hey, Zenith TVs were good, man. Back in the day, they were good. I had a Zenith TV.
No, they were.
Hey, bro, Xbox sell ON, not Xbox. Walmart sells ONN, man. I don't know how to say it.
Hey, on, right?
Got the element.
Hey, hold on, realist. Don't make fun of my TV, man.
It stands for oh no, ninja.
Boy,
hey, don't make fun of my TV, man. I got it right here.
I imagine Game Zero's walking in the Walmart with his Pokemon shirt, be like, "Oh, I want a TV. Oh, look at this guy. Let me summon on him right there."
It wasn't. You know,
You got the old school RCA thing with the built-in VCR.
right with the
Oh,
VCR where you can record.
I know you talking about, Nigga, I know you talking about.
Talking about movie preservation.
It's on the X, right?
My TV's backward compatible.
Boy, you stupid boy. Gerald.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, so with the X?
What was that? Damn it!
It's with the X, right?
No, it started with an S.
S or X?
STVs?
An S.
S?
Yeah, like Sky.
Oh, Skepta then.
No,
You got Samsung,
can't
you got
believe
Sony,
nobody
you got
did
Zoe,
that.
you got Philips, Sanjo. You talking about Sanjo?
Hold on. I got
Sanjo.
Sharp, right? Sharp TV.
and there was another one. Yup, Sanyo. That was it.
Sharp
You
TV.
walked into Walmart, all you saw was Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Hold on, legal. Sharp TVs.
but Sanyo, boy. Yo,
No,
Walmart used
Sharp
to make
too.
yeah, Sharp was legit at one time. Sharp is big brand at one time.
Yep,
But
yep,
Sanyo, I remember when Walmart tried to put Sanyo like Sanyo was the shit. Like, come on, man. Every time you walked into Walmart, they had Sanyos everywhere. I'm like,
where do you think Sony got this marketing from, though?
What, Sanjo?
yeah, Sanyo's too funny, man. That was funny.
Oh,
They're like a PlayStation marketing team.
Oh,
Where they get it from?
Put AK on the box.
TCL is not bad TV too. Yeah.
Well, them boys said all these TVs are better than Sony.
Hey,
listen.
TCL is not a bad TV.
Oh, no. Listen, John TJ, on the real,
You got a TCL game?
No, man, I'm down bad. I got an own TV from Walmart.
I mean, that's all you need to play Mario and Pokemon, though.
How do you know that?
Oh,
That's what you need it for,
Hey,
man.
how do you know what I really? I play my Switch on that.
yo, I still have in one of the
Thanks,
rooms
Tron.
the Panasonic Plasma TV.
Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, that's.
Hey, I tell everybody, not all 4K TVs the same. Remember that.
Oh my God.
You know that, right? Not all 4K TVs the same. Remember that.
No, they're not.
That's why I say 4K doesn't mean it's the same as an LED C1 or C2 or Samsung or any high-end, 4K TV.
Right. There's TV, there's high ends, there's mids, and there's lows. Just like graphic cards. That's true, games. That's true.
Yep.
The thing about TV, a $200 4K TV doesn't mean you get the same quality legal has. $1,000.
But at the end of the day, you bought an 8K TV because it said so on a PlayStation box.
Right.
You down bad.
You down
What
bad.
they get that game called Traveler or some crap like that? Look like Minecraft. Nobody played that.
Damn, that was the only game that was upscaled to 8K.
Hey,
on the
PS5.
PS5.
In all fairness, all they need is one game to hit 8K, and it validates the messaging on the box.
So out of curiosity, guys, what is your game of the year that flopped on PlayStation so far? Which one did you remember the most that had the best quality of flop that you admired? Drawn TJ said a Nintendo Switch can beat a Sony TV and laughing. Boy, he's clowning tonight. Have fun, y'all. Look, man, that's what this is about, man. Because we tried to tell them, right? But, like I said, man, they all going to fail you. It's getting boring because now they just get – listen, man, when you got people like the realists, you know what I hate about realists? You know what I hate about them? Because realists don't give you enough room to play. He shoots too straight at you. And he just walks away and lets you figure it out when it hits. And see, now that it didn't hit because he didn't already predicted all this, it's not fun anymore. You dudes saw the writing on the wall. I get it. You want to steal console war, but we're not in a console era. You dudes got mad over video games. We watched y'all break down. We even watched, what's crazy, we even watched journalists break down. everybody's exposed. We saw a lot of exposure in 2024. It's sad out here. And all the while, you want to know who the victim is at all this foolishness, realist? JyzalGamingTV, Games, Spartan, Crazy, Chit Chat. You want to know who the victims were? Video games. Luke, in the end, video games didn't get played, y'all. They the real victims. And now look at them. They got a damn PlayStation Pro on the horizon. And the PlayStation Pro is nothing but a damn Series X. It's just because why? Legal told y'all back then that no matter what PlayStation does, it will not top Xbox because Xbox got the big Navi deal with AMD. So no matter what they do. So right when they get this next console to be on par with the X, guess what Microsoft is doing? They're about to drop a console that's 2 light years in front of the shit. It don't even matter when the PlayStation 6 comes out. It ain't even going to be on its level. Now, what's going to happen, as I kept telling you donkeys, that this generation is the generation y'all wake up when you realize those console sales are doing nothing for you. You can keep showing me them console sales day in and day out. I told you, I threw the white flag at that long time ago because a great console warrior like me woke up and realized I'm no longer in a console war era. I'm in a service era. So while I moved on, y'all stayed behind me. Now I'm asking you the question, why does it not matter no more what PlayStation does? PlayStation can sell another 100 million consoles, and guess what's going to happen to it? It's going to lose the market. You know why? Because lo and behold, we found out in court. See, that's why I keep saying the blessing was the court. ABK deal was such a blessing.
Yes, it was.
We found out so much.
So much.
Now that PlayStation is dead last in profit, it don't matter what the hell PlayStation does. PlayStation can put out 5 VRs. They can, you know what's funny? They put more variants of the PlayStation hardware console than they did video games. Drawn TJ, everyone, please understand all Sony PlayStation games this year flop. Facts. Every last one of them. They don't have any third-party exclusives. Facts. They're all paid for deals. Facts.
They don't. They're clean. They got nothing. They got nothing. And yet,
what's good, baby?
And yet, media comes out. Because I love the media. We gotta love the media when they come out. We gotta love the media when they come out and they say, "Oh, it's okay that they don't have any games for 2024." But when
spot, what's good, baby? I see all of y'all. Come on in here, man. Get in the building, y'all. Go ahead.
But when Xbox in 2022 didn't have that much first-party games, they were like, "Oh, it's a bad year for Xbox. How can they do this?" But yeah, PlayStation does it. Oh, everything is good. It's beautiful.
Everything's good. It's a genius move because the system is donkeyfied. You gotta understand that. You don't run. No true Xbox fan runs to these articles for justice. Six Slayer in the building. Nobody on the Xbox side runs to these articles. Nobody does.
Nope.
I didn't. I still don't. I just get a kick out of the news when I find it. Exactly. I don't run to these gaming outlets out here to listen to journalists that don't even play video games, bro. Like, we gotta stop this. It's all cool. You know what? We ain't gotta stop it. I get it, but it's just goofy. Some of us understand. Look, that's right. To be fair, all the best PlayStation games releases the last 3 years of this generation. He's facts. We said, listen, Raichi, we said this, all right? Game Heroes melted one ear off, while Realist melted my ear off, right? And this is what they kept saying to me. Legal, what they got after God of War. Legal, what they got after Spider-Man. Were they wrong? When we saw Spider-Man, right?
Yep.
It took them 2 years to give us a trailer. You knew right then, donkeys, that you was in trouble. See, the red flags were there, Lou, but everybody wanted to play it off. How do you have a game like Spider-Man and you drop a little bit? Wolverine's in trouble. Y'all know Wolverine's in trouble. Stop it. PC community's already played the game. If the game is in trouble, you got Wolverine out here looking like he's Spider-Man. You got Wolverine on light poles, running around on wires, on cables, telephone pole cables. You can't make this up, Crazy Lou. He jumping, running across walls. Wolverine? Look, let me tell y'all another thing that pissed me off. Because I'm a Marvel fan. I don't like when Marvel games are goofy. Let me tell you what pissed me off about Wolverine. When I saw his adamantium claws couldn't slash through flesh. It took him like 6-7 hits before he could kill somebody. These are adamantium claws. It only takes one swipe. One. Mm-hmm. But Wolverine is having such a hard time with his claws in this game. He's ha, 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 ha. And you want to know what else gets me crazy, Lou?
He needs that Mary Jane gun.
Facts. What got me, J-Rock, is when I see that same as you hit them, they go up in the air, and you slice them in the air shit. I'm looking at PlayStation fans like, when are y'all going to get tired of seeing that same combat system? That 15-year-old, boring-ass, goofy-ass, tired combat system.
They've been tired. Legal, they're not buying the games.
I guess you're right, J-Rock. I guess you're right.
Facts.
I had somebody come and tell me on Twitter. You know what the best excuse somebody
They're
told me?
They're speaking with their wallet, realist.
Right. Because realist been real busy. So
they're demanding better.
Right. I'm gonna tell realist what somebody told me today or yesterday. Somebody told me yesterday, legal. People are working now. People are going back to school. They don't have time to play games. People were playing games during COVID. Realist. Boy, I said, damn, man. I said, that's the best excuse you can give me. I said, I said, you guys average only 4 hours a game a week. The average gamer plays 8 hours a week, Crazy Lou. So what the hell is this man talking about?
I put 12 hours tops, 12 hours, 16 tops a week.
If you've ever played a game with Realist, right, that he likes, you might be stuck with him for 10 hours in one day. What these dudes doing a week, Xbox gamers doing one day. I've done it with him. He was killing me off on that damn what's it called?
Dying Light, bro.
Dying Light 2. That fool, bro. 10 hours.
Look, man, we got on a marathon, man. We was dumped by our families. It was just us in the house, so we had nothing else to do. Look, man, you tasked me with a goal, and I said, man, it's gonna take us a few hours, man. You're like, how long? I said, a long time, man. He said, about how long? I said, man, the fastest I can see it happening is 10 hours. Hey, we got it done in 10 and a half.
In 10 and a half hours. I couldn't even believe it, man. I literally couldn't believe it. But that's what Xbox gamers do.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes, if you go look it up, the average gamer spends about 8 hours a week on video games. So, what the hell is he talking about? It don't take much. It just cut on, play an hour or two, hour and a half, and get off. That's the average gamer.
Mm-hmm.
So look, how many days is it in a week?
7.
Thank you. So it ain't stopping people to play a fucking damn video game when they get off from work. They want to check a game out. They're not even buying the game. Let's just get there. Forget playing video games. If you got a job, then you're going to buy a video game. Look, does this make any sense?
Yep.
A lot of people lost their lives during COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs during COVID. We know some people that were affected by COVID, right? But when they put everybody on lockdown, that's when video games went back up.
Famu, and wait till Xbox pops out that handheld. Now, if you average 48 hours a week, you're gonna average twice that with that handheld in your hands.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Because listen, I understand something, and I know this. because we're living it right now. We're on the go. We're on the go. We're out there with our knives in our mouths. We're looking to get the money, no matter how we're doing that every single day. Every single day. Now, when we get home all tired or like, and this, sometimes you sit there, you play a video game, you're like, I'm going to bed. But with that handheld, those winning moments on your job,
you're right.
Put it on, you'll be playing.
Right.
So that's what's gonna happen, because I did this. I had a handheld once. I had the 1X player, right? And pretty much I just didn't get adjusted to it because there's too much stuff I got to learn about handhelds, right? I didn't get adjusted to it. It's like, okay, you know what? Let me go off and sell it. So I started playing right here on this little device, this cell phone right here, this mobile thing. I saw Vampire Survivors on it. I installed it while I was away on my trip. That's what I played. I played Vampire Survivors. I got Rotato for $5, and I played Rotato like hell on this mobile, and I still played it while I'm in the office. When I got some downtime, I still play while I'm at the office. I still run around doing my Rotato thing over there. That's what I do. So when this handheld comes out, I'm telling you guys, if you average 8 hours a week, it's going to double that. You're going to double it because you're going to have that thing on the go. When you're riding on a plane, when you're on a road trip, when you're out of town, if there's some downtime, you're going to turn that sucker on and play games. That's what you're going to do with that handheld. Can't wait for that to happen. Because this is why. Because when we sit down and we see how consoles have changed, which is the only console that actually made a change, that actually made a good move, because to be on the go, and not only that, to be on the go, you can also dock it. Who started with that? Nintendo Switch. That's why right now there are 140 million sales right now, because it's all the best worlds in one little thing right there. All the best worlds, right? Well, we saw these big consoles go up for the graphics, go up for that stuff, but there's only one problem. You guys are still docked. And I'm a guy that likes to play docked. I like my console. I love it. I enjoy it. But sometimes I tell myself, man, I wish I can have something on the go for a good price. And like I said, if I'm in the office, downtime, I can play this without any problem. Right until, the whole cloud thing gets up to work. Because that whole cloud thing in the near future is going to work. Even you're going to be in a PC that won't even have a good graphic card. You're just going to turn that sucker and just going to play on the cloud right then and there. But when that happens, man, I want a good handheld, especially since handhelds are right out there. And man, when Xbox delivers this thing, oh baby.
You know what, Lou? You're right. Because
baby.
J-Rock told me about that game. I don't know the name of it. He knows the name of it. But it's that 36-player game, 32 or 36, whatever the name. Y'all know what I'm talking about, That game is going to
33 or something like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking. Realist, that game's going to blow up on handheld. That game, listen, Candy Crush is going to, listen, Call of Duty mobile. Can you imagine? Not even mobile. Call of Duty. Just look, man. Look,
World of Warcraft. I mean, we got the news from China. They opened up again when they closed it down last year on China. They opened up again over there in China. 2 million players already playing World of Warcraft. They went right on. By the way, that's right. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Imagine yourself having a handheld for you to play that World of Warcraft everywhere. Oh
no, you're right. Look, man, we can't. Look, you're on a trip. Right? Summer pops up. People go on trips. These parents are going to give these kids these handhelds. They're able to stay playing their Xboxes. They're able to, look. The thing with me is, man, I always wanted to go all over the place with my Xbox, right? I wanted to be able to connect. And me and Realist would talk about this all the time. We used to get so frustrated with these half-ass handhelds. And we dreamed of a day where we, look, because Nintendo came the closest. I always gave Nintendo props about going back to their cartridge, making things work for the gamer, and they did with that Switch. And Switch 2 is Switch 2 coming. It's just phenomenal what Nintendo did right there. They changed the game, right? But wrong ally for me and Realist. I'll never forget when Realist hit me up and said, bro, I can't believe what I'm seeing. What? I'm going to send it to you. You're going to see this and you're going to trip. And when I saw that video, You're going everywhere you want to go, anywhere you want to go. You don't lose no connectivity. You don't. I couldn't believe it. And I tell people all the time, man, I can't thank Realist enough. Because he gifted me one of those bad boys. I can't, that thing right there, I'm telling you right there, that thing right there, to us, I'm just glad I lived to see that day. Because that's the one that opened up the door for this Xbox handheld. And you hear Phil Spencer, right? He's been using all of them, right? From the Steam Deck down. And that's where they're getting their visions from, because they're taking everything that's good about them and they're taking everything that's bad, right? And Phil is saying, you know what? I've been using these handhelds, but what did he say in one of those last interviews? What did he say, Luke? They're not Xbox.
He wanted to feel like Xbox.
Right. They're not Xbox. Really, people like me and you understand what he means when he says that. I think somebody in the chit chat community just talked about quick resume. If you don't have an Xbox, you don't have quick resume, you don't even know what we're talking about. You know what? A feature like that is only made for gamers. It's only made for gamers, Flip. I'm sitting here playing 6 games at a time. I'm jumping in between these games because I got so much to do, Flip. And when I go to each game I jump from, I start right where I left off. That feature is built for gamers. You don't see a feature like that on PlayStation. It wouldn't even make sense to have a feature like that on PlayStation. It wouldn't make sense. Lou, are you hearing me? A feature like Quick Resume wouldn't even make sense on a PlayStation.
Oh, damn.
Lou, the donkeys proved that to us.
What you need Quick Resume for when all you need to play is Fortnite?
Oh, damn. Damn. Not only Fortnite, Minecraft. What was the other one? Fortnite, Minecraft, and Call of Duty online.
That's all the top 10 games, Realist.
They don't. Yeah, Rachie, they don't. That's right, J-Rock. They don't know what you're talking about, bro. And look, Game Heroes. A lot of people going to get mad at me, Rachie, when I say this. But even these PC people need to shut their mouth and put more respect on Xbox, because all these next-gen features that PC got, charge that to the game, because Xbox put it over there. See, this is the thing, man.
Yeah.
Xbox don't need the clout. I'm an Xbox gamer. It don't need to be popular, crazy. Xbox don't need to be popular. That's not what this is about. Xbox is about making the gaming culture better. You heard it from Reggie Film. What's his name? Reggie Film. That's right.
Reggie
he said it. Right. What did he say in that interview? He says, I'm glad, and this is right when he left Nintendo. He says, I'm glad Xbox is here, because Xbox makes the gaming culture better. That's what that man says. Anybody that know anybody with any sense, you don't have to like. Look, let me give you something, right? I don't have to like PlayStation, but that doesn't mean I'm blind. That I can't see the greatness of PlayStation and how and their deceptiveness. PlayStation has a great deceptive PR team that's incredible. Their marketing of deception is flawless. You mean you can create a fan base of unwavering support? Nobody can do it better than Sony. Now, if you can look at Xbox, you can't see Xbox makes the industry better. Hand us back over Sea of Thieves. I bet y'all won't. Look at that, Lou. I bet they won't, Lou.
Sea of Thieves or something game that they said, we don't want that game.
It's getting the yellow card on Metacritic, Lou. What's it doing over there on PlayStation, J?
But wait a minute. It dropped now, and now all the servers are all full. They can't even. They gotta fix the damn servers. Oh my God! Wait, what happens if y'all didn't want it? Oh man,
it was trash.
But Louis, check it out. A lot of PlayStation fans seem to think that that's an L for Xbox putting that over there. Right? How is it an L if Microsoft dominates PlayStation's platform?
Ain't that something?
You see what I'm saying? If they put games, if Microsoft, Xbox, whomever, look, a lot of third parties already have PlayStation afraid to compete, right? They don't have a Japanese studio. They've been afraid to put out a shooter to rival Call of Duty. They rather buy marketing. The Halo killers, I don't know, whatever.
Oh,
right?
the Halo killers. Oh my god.
So they rather tie themselves a third party, right? They rather get some type of marketing deal or exclusivity. But if Microsoft is putting games over there and they dominate PlayStation's platform, at what point do they say we're going to compete? That's not good for a PlayStation gamer. If you bought a PlayStation supposedly for their first party exclusives, and PlayStation can make as much money as they've been making by just being a storefront, that does not bode well for you as a PlayStation gamer.
What do you say? They make much? How much money? What? For what now? Because listen, I mean, all that money stuff. I mean, we gotta sit down. We gotta think about that. Because when you see the head of PlayStation go out there in a court and say, without Call of Duty, won't be able to make these games. Something going on over there, man.
But Louis, let's not act like the games are selling. JyzalGamingTV, myself, I don't know who said it first. We've been calling this out for years.
Yep.
That these games are not selling. They start talking about the end number, but they never talk about how they got to
how
that
they
number.
get there, right?
How they get there? I mentioned
because you look at Last of Us. They've been quiet about the sales of Last of Us.
Come on with it, realist. Take it on.
Oh man!
And then right before they have an announcement, they announced Last of Us 2 hits 10 million, but they don't talk about they're selling these games for $9.99.
Nope.
Right? Same thing with Horizon. They gave it away in gold or whatever they call their service over there, and they sold that game for $9.99.
Realist. Let me give you a fun fact. Let me give you a fun fact real quick. The other day, I was talking to Leo on the phone. Me and him talk a lot, almost like 3 or 4 times a week. And I said, Leo, I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. I want to figure out something because I'm trying to understand these sales numbers and players, right? I'm trying to understand everything that goes on. How are these games great? I'll give you an example. We look up for Spider-Man, the first game. I think it was, what we say, Leo, 20 million copies in the PlayStation 4 version, right? It sold 20 million copies, right? I don't remember what year, but it probably was like 2 or 3 years later. But when you look at the game, realist, when you look at the game, you go to the trophies on the console, because I got this baby right here, and I hopped on the console, and I looked on how many people beat Spider-Man the game. You want to know how many people are actually beating it? The trophy's right there. You want to know how much? And it says the trophy is complete Act 3. That's the final act in the Spider-Man game. If you complete it, you beat the game. You know how many people? 49.2% beat the game. 49.2%. So if you sit there and you look at those numbers, 20 million sales, right, on Spider-Man, but yet almost 9 million actually beat the game. And then there's 11 million out there that at least, because listen, on other trophies, it's higher. I mean, if I got to sit down and look, what was the highest trophy that when people play the game, right? That trophy gets marked. If you look at that, some trophies are like 80%, probably 90%. What does that tell you? These guys tried this game, didn't like it, and put it aside. So that whole story about them having great games, I mean, they were having great games. That percentage, instead of being 49.2, it should have been 80 point something or 89 point something. They were such great games, as they call it. And not only that, realist, Sony says, oh yeah, we sold 10 million, for example, Spider-Man 2. But here's my big questions, and I asked the other day, the guys here in Dominican, which there's a group, and there are a bunch of them PS fanboys were like bragging, 10 million. I asked them, okay, tell me how many were digital copies, tell me how many were physical copies, and tell me, please, dear Lord, tell me how many were those bundle copies. They couldn't find the answer. You're talking shit. I'm like, I'm not talking shit. It's true.
Don't be telling the truth out here, crazy. They gonna get mad at you.
They can get mad at me all they want. I don't care because I'm speaking the truth. I mean, how do I know?
You're a fanboy.
How do I know that people actually went by the game and played it? How do I know that? And actually beating it? Because listen, I'm not a trophy hunter. I'm not an achievement hunter. I'm not none of that stuff. I sit there, I play my game. If I get achievements, cool, awesome. I love that. But I don't sit there and just complete that 1,000 thing. I'm not the type of guy. I'm not really into that. right? I let people do that. That's like a whole new gaming thing, and people enjoy it. Go ahead and do it, love it. But when I sit down and I look at that trophy, complete Act 3 on Spider-Man, and I beat the game, I'm telling you, great game. If you guys want to try it, go ahead and play it. And I see that trophy be 49%. That tells me that those 20 million copies, only 11 million beat. I mean, not only 9 million beat the game. 9 million players. That's crazy. On the PS4 side of things. Because I don't know what happened after that, but because here's the thing that you were talking about Last of Us. Last of Us came out, when was it? 2012? 2013? 8 years.
Well, I was talking about Last of Us 2.
Oh, Last of Us 2? I got to sit down and look at the number because I beat the game the other day on the PS5. I don't know if it's the same trophies of the PS4. I got to check it out. But I'll give you the example, Last of Us, right? The Last of Us came out in 2012, and in 2019 is when they hit the 20 million mark. Damn, it took you all that long for that game to sell? So I've been sitting for years studying PlayStation numbers. I've been sitting there studying them, see what's going on. And like I said, this court thing happened. And this court, like our legal says that it was a blessing because we actually saw so much truth come out in that court. So when you got a leader out there saying, oh, we need Call of Duty in order to make these games. Wait a minute. That rings a bell right there. Didn't y'all say that you guys have the greatest games? Didn't y'all say that you guys have the best games? So y'all go out there and shove this number in your face? Like, yeah, we have 20 million copies sold. We're the best. Same thing with the console. 52 million consoles of PS5 has been sold. They said it. And what happened? Probably a couple days later, a week later, what happened? Leo, what happened? Debunked. I mean, they didn't get it debunked. What happened to them? They lost how much money? 10 billion. I don't know what's it, yen dollars. I don't know. They lost 10 billion.
10 billion.
10 billion right after that announcement. So basically, all these years, and I said this before, all these years, because listen, I understand the whole fanboy talk. I understand and I understand that you guys are fans. You guys want to show.
And they hate us.
They want to show it in their faces. Y'all want to be like, oh yeah, we got the best thing out here. But listen, when we all look at the numbers, y'all come up with 100 excuses, but we're out here speaking truth, and the numbers don't lie. I mean, if Sony was like Nintendo, then damn, you guys got great exclusives then. But nope, you guys don't. I'm sorry, you don't. You don't have those exclusive Nintendos. I mean, Nintendo whips out of Zelda. They sell how much? 20 million copies.
Hey, not crazy. When you bring it, see, this is why I say, man, look, if we're gonna talk gaming and we're gonna console war, right? If you ain't a Nintendo fanboy, leave Nintendo out of it, because Nintendo built their platform way different than Xbox and PlayStation. Xbox and PlayStation built their platform on third party, right? It wasn't until Halo came along that they were able to get their own games. So it's like, just leave them, leave Nintendo. Nintendo's got 40 years of people playing Nintendo games, training their kids to play these games.
But realist, you want to know a little secret? They want to be like Nintendo with their exclusives. They want their
everybody wants to be like Nintendo.
Nintendo with their exclusives, yet they cannot find that key to do it. They can't.
The key to do it is to make fun games. To make games that are mass appealing.
That's it right there.
This isn't my talking, right? Phil Spencer said this years ago. What's the one thing you envy about your competitors? Nintendo and their IP. The fans, they always show up for those releases, right? What is the weakness in Xbox, Phil? We need more E-rated content.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that for years.
So it's like everybody wants to be like Nintendo. You think PlayStation wants to be basically Steam? The reason why PlayStation is what it is because they're the largest storefront. They're able to sell way more third-party content than Xbox and Nintendo,
and be absolutely dead last in profit.
But why though? Because they're spending all this money on marketing deals. They're spending all this money on games that people aren't buying. Right. This is what irritates me when it comes to Xbox fans. Right. They say, well, it builds your identity. That's why people are on PlayStation, because of the exclusives. it's not about the first party exclusives. It's never been about this. Sean Layden validated everything that I've been saying for years.
Speak on it.
Sean Layden said that they weren't built on first party. That was Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got PlayStation under the fire, right? We're expecting them to make first party content. We're expecting them to make quote unquote bangers. But those bangers are costing them $300 million plus. But they're not selling enough.
They're reasons. Well, what's the PS2 built from? First party or third party?
Third party. PlayStation didn't have any studios.
They didn't really. The only first party game that was successful in the PS2 era was what?
The same one that you can depend on now, GT.
GT, yeah. But see, that's where all this first party talk. It was last generation towards the end of that generation, where Microsoft focused on the One X and they didn't really focus on any games, and they changed the goalpost. Talk about it wasn't about the game the power narrative no more. It's about what? Exclusive
games. But see, check it out, Games Heroes. This is why my biggest disappointment is in the Xbox community. Y'all should know the game that they're playing, but y'all let them write the rules, right? When the consoles first came out, PlayStation didn't have anything. They were the indie station.
Yeah.
Xbox came out with good games, but we as a community. When I say we, I guess I just gotta own everybody because I didn't, right? We had good games to play. We had Rise. We had what's the Insomniac game?
I played them.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
We had games to play.
And
we let them tell us that it wasn't good enough. We started to buy into it.
Exactly. That's what they did. Same thing with the console sales. We bought into that crap.
1 second. I was actually shocked, bro, because that was the time when I started to actually get into the news of gaming, realist. Around that time, Game Heroes, and I was interested in finding out what the Xbox community was doing because I was playing that Son of Rome. I was playing that Dead Rising 3. And that Dead Rising 3, I was addicted to it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved Dead Rising 3.
I was playing Titanfall. I told y'all I was Gen 10. I was part of that Gen 10 in 3 months community. If I go and I put on Titanfall, I got the emblem. I got the Gen 10 emblem. I was on all of that. And he's right. I said, damn. Dead Rising 3 only sold 1.3 million. Rise Son of Rome didn't sell. I'm like, what in the hell is going on with the Xbox community? I never seen, bro, that introduction was beautiful. Rise Son of Rome. We had Dead Rising 3. We had Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, Forza Motorsport 5.
Yep. We had Forza
but look at how Titanfall performed on Xbox, just Xbox. 10 million copies.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Titanfall was the first diamond. And you see how they didn't want to give it to us?
Yeah, but see, console sales means ours is better. That's not true. You know what I mean? They didn't when they started coming out with games, right? 1080p made you a better gamer.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. Remember Yoshida say that.
Yeah, but see, look, with the Xbox community, they don't know how to stand on the Xbox. Even right now, they're complaining about 4 games going over to PlayStation. Like we don't have an abundance of games to play.
Oh my god!
And abundance coming in.
Oh my god!
That's right, Megatron. Look,
if those games sell more, I want to play Grounded 2. You know what I mean? I want to play Hi-Fi Rush 2.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Me and Realist is gonna start playing Grounded. So anybody else that want to join in, man,
I'll join you. I'm looking for a crew to join it for a long time.
Me and him gonna do. We're gonna do Grounded. And we're gonna start doing some State of Decay 2 Nightmare mode, and just.
I love State of Decay 2. I love State of Decay 2.
Hey man, I'm down this weekend, guys. I got a long weekend.
7 is alive. He's about to say something.
I'm alive. I've been in the background, sitting there listening, seeing Twitter, ghosting out. Boy, oh boy.
Xbox, you know who Spot 117 reminds me of, y'all? Y'all remember that movie by David Chappelle called Half Baked?
Ah,
You remember when they be in the apartment and the guy
I want
on
to
the couch,
talk to Simpson.
the guy on the couch,
That's me right there, man. I
That's what-
disappear.
you wouldn't
Y'all
know he's on the
know.
show because he's chilling in the back. But no,
Just
seriously,
chilling.
I was shocked by that, realist, and I really couldn't understand, Snooki,
No.
how all these games Xbox threw out in the Xbox community.
I wasn't shocked.
I was shocked, gang. I was like, damn, what's
But
going on?
hold on.
Problem is,
But
you know what?
You know, I read a comment today, and I want to say I wanted to. It was earlier today. I was on Boom Show today. I read a comment today. I was like, oh man, why I can't believe people are actually saying that. Instead of Xbox becoming a competitor, they became a distributor. I'm like, do you actually know how business works? Because that's the thing, though. People don't understand how business works. How can Microsoft become number one? How can they do that? I mean, it's simple. Guys, it's simple. How can they become number one? They're doing it right now. I mean, look at Sea of Thieves. It launched on PlayStation. What was it, a beta version? I don't know if it's a full. Because really,
it's not a better version. It's the
It is
same
a better
goddamn
version.
game. No,
But
it's the
damn.
same game, man.
but wait.
But what happens when they
But look what happened right there. The servers were so full that right now they're trying to find a way to make it get fixed. Right? That's what they're trying to do right now for people
Yeah,
to
but-
play the game.
But,
And what does that tell you? They sold the game for let's say $30 or $50. I don't know how much. And Microsoft right now, Microsoft goes out there and posts those numbers that there's 3 million players just on Sony side. I mean, damn.
70.
Lou. Twitter is not a real place.
Oh no, it was in the chat. It was in the chat. It wasn't on
Hey, I'm gonna say this.
Twitter.
Hey, I'm gonna say that, right? Doesn't matter. Twitter is not a real place, right? If any of these ponies all these years talking about see if these are trash, they're cracking and lacking, the game is dog and voodoo, the game is trash and everything, right?
Yep.
And you look at see if these performing on PlayStation, that means that Twitter is not a real place.
That's right.
Twitter makes up 0.1% of the console.
The real
community.
gaming populace.
That's it. Game girls. You nailing it, boy. Look, the clowns on Twitter.
It doesn't represent the whole
They're
PlayStation 5 base.
Right. They don't, like I said before, they can't represent the real PlayStation community. The real PlayStation community, they don't see a thieves. They don't give a damn about what Pebbles is talking about.
Exactly.
See, when you listen to these clowns, you listen to people who don't even get down on their PlayStation. They ain't even, if they were really about PlayStation, they'd be on Call of Duty. They be ranking up because that's what real play. They be on FIFA games, Heroes.
Yeah, FIFA.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They will be in there.
Most of them pay 2K.
Right. Because that's where they are.
Yeah,
Now
that's what they are.
Where Sea of Thieves dropping on PlayStation, Lou, Spartan, look at that PlayStation community. You think they give a damn about what Pebbles got to say?
No.
Nope, they don't.
So guess what Microsoft just found out? Hey, look, we was experimenting, and we come to find out that if we get games that grow communities first on our platforms and they plateau, we know where to send them now. So guess what? You think legal was gonna pull a dumbass old ass Tim Dog move? Tim Dog reminds me of that movie Old Yeller.
Oh Lord.
But the original Old Yeller, not like a remastered version where it'd be like a pit bull or something, right? Tim Dog don't represent the true Xbox community. Never has.
No, of course.
Never has. You know why? Because Tim Dog don't play games. Okay? Tim Dog is good at talking. Tim Dog is good at going to events. But that ain't gaming culture. That ain't gaming culture. Gaming culture is on these sticks right here. On this fighter stick. You want to put Tim Dog to the test. Tell Tim Dog, let's go on some Gears of War since you're an Xbox game. Let's even go on Halo. Let's go where we can show people what we're really about on this platform. You think Tim Dog showing up to that? Nah. Tim Dog ain't showing up to that. So when you got people like that, right, talking on behalf of some video games where they don't even put in the work themselves, they make up a community that's not true. Like GameStro says, their followers are not even true. They're not. Nobody in a right damn mind follows talkers and their gamers. Nobody does that. No gamers do that. Gamers are going to follow gamers. And what GameStro said, all these people that you see running their damn mouth, you see the results, don't you, games? They can't even reflect the true gaming community.
Nope.
Here's the true gaming community, everybody that's listening. The true gaming community are playing games.
Yes,
Just
sir.
like when we were happy to get MLB, they was happy to get Sea of Thieves. You know what was beautiful about Di-RRec Gaming? All of us, we had Sea of Thieves last. We really didn't want to see it go, but we all agreed if it went, we understand.
Exactly.
Because that's a community-based game.
We don't hop around, go nuts, and say, "Oh my God, doom and gloom is dead." I mean, like I was saying,
right?
How can Xbox become #1 like this? I mean, if they distribute not everything, of course, but some of the stuff, they're gonna get people to buy it. It's gonna help what? It's gonna help that revenue go up, and it's gonna get better and better. And I see people say, "Oh my God." Look, I mean, that actually kills the console and everything. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
You know why it doesn't, right, Lou? See, here's what they don't want to hear, Lou. They don't want to hear the truth.
They don't want to hear the truth.
GameStro and Lou, I got a question for both of y'all.
All right.
In order to play Sea of Thieves, Microsoft
account.
Say it again, Games.
Microsoft account.
Say it one more time, Games, for the people in the back.
Microsoft account. Just like Minecraft. But
right. So what happens, Games? I mean, what happens, realist? What does Xbox become if it's on PlayStation and you must get an Xbox account? It becomes the ghost in the shell, like I've been saying. Have I not been saying that, realist, for years?
Now,
guess what, realist? Guess what?
Not
here comes a console war. Here comes a console war saying, I'm about to ruffle some feathers. Well, no, I'm not. I'm about to ruffle some hooves. MLB is on Xbox. Guess what? I don't need Game Heroes to play it.
PSN.
Hey man, you gotta link up the Microsoft
I
account.
don't need shit, Lou, to play MLB.
Oh my God. But Famo, you know what it does, Famo, too, because this is what people don't see. And let me say one more thing: this is what people don't see. What they don't, and this is what Microsoft is doing this because why? When they pop in that game, they pay how much? $30-$50 for it. Now that they're trying Hi-Fi Rush, they're trying all these games. Are like, oh wow, these games are good. I'm enjoying them. They're good games.
Game Pass.
And then exactly
right.
Game Pass. What should I do? Should I get an Xbox?
Right.
Or should I get Game Pass on PC or everywhere? That's what they're gonna do, and that's how they're gonna get to #1.
1 million.
And that's
right.
how they're gonna grow.
And guess what's gonna get them there, Lou? Put it. Chit Chat Community, Di-RRec Gaming, put it on your record what I'm about to say. I don't care what you do. I'm about to say it. Call of Duty is about to bring the trophy home, baby.
Oh, damn.
You think Game Pass subscription went up? You just wait till this summer when all the damn Call of Duty games come home. Do you realize what birthed Call of Duty? What birthed Call of Duty was Xbox. Let me tell you another one. You see where Mike Tyson's about to fight Jake? It's called Netflix. You want to know what birthed Netflix? It's called Xbox. Sony ain't done shit out here but deceive a fan base, but take from a fan base. Gave them lies. Like PlayStation 3 can do games at 120. Lying. 1080p makes you a better gamer. Lying. You go buy God of War, it makes you a better father. Now listen, I'm not calling nobody names tonight. Bonte, I'm not doing that. But if you're one of these gamers that believed in that shit, you're a dumbass. And let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. You know why PlayStation is going to lose the gaming market? Because PlayStation as a brand is outdated.
Now they're playing catch up. Now they're playing catch up.
I told y'all this was going to happen. Realists, we were off by 5 months. Realists predicted it. I told you, realists don't make it fun because he shot it straight 2 years ago, 2023. And then we come to find out that it was PlayStation. PlayStation ended up being just a third-year console. All those variants were to fool you dummies into thinking every time you fell for a new variant, it was going to give you something. And it kept giving you nothing. But you kept going out there buying them dumbass consoles. And it wasn't nothing but a change of a fan, a little kickstand difference, one smaller. You guess what you were still buying? You were still buying that basic ass PlayStation 5. No matter what variant you bought, the result never changed. Now you're getting now they're going to put a PlayStation Pro out there on you, right? And guess what that bitch is? It ain't nothing but what the damn X is. I don't know how many times you dummies are going to get bamboozled for y'all to wake up. Now, I'm not here to tell you, don't buy a PlayStation. You don't ever hear legal say no goofy ass shit like that. You can buy whatever you want. This is all I say. Don't be delusional when you buy something. You think I'm buying shit just to be buying it so I can validate myself around you clowns? Nah, I'm good on my Xbox. I barely play my Switch. I'm probably gonna play more of that Xbox handheld than I would my Switch, and when it's sitting on that damn dock on my TV up front. That'll be my go-to. And you want to know what's funny? Is that bitch will be Xbox too. You know why? Because I keep saying this old song. With Xbox, I'm invested. Why? Because Xbox invested in me. I can still use my Xbox One controllers on my Series X if I want to. You got a PlayStation 4 that sold damn near 118 million consoles. Guess what that controller can't do? It can't work on that PlayStation 5, you bitches. You know, you're stuck to that console, aren't you? Yep. That PlayStation Plus don't give you no more shit. It don't give you no more shit than you had 5 years ago. And that bitch been out since 2010. You know what PlayStation Plus can't do right now? It ain't done in years. It ain't grew. And guess what PlayStation Plus isn't going to do? It's not going to grow. But you want to know what's going to make Xbox Game Pass grow? That real PlayStation community. That you dummies on social media can never represent. You know why? Y'all don't play games. We said y'all wasn't going to buy Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The Twitter warriors lied and said, yeah, we are. The real PlayStation community said they're right. We're not. We told you that y'all wasn't going to buy Rise of Ronin. Rise of the Ronin. The donkey community on Twitter lied, Lou, and said, yeah, we are. The real PlayStation community said, no, they're telling the truth. We told y'all wasn't going to go out there and buy Helldivers, too. The donkey said, yeah, we are. That real community Spartan said, no, they're telling the truth. We told y'all, no matter what PlayStation does, they're lasting profits. Y'all continue to show us console sales. Now,
that's all they have.
5 just got exposed that they can't even get no more juice out of it. What you see is what you get. Yup, they kept hard for the rise of Ronin, bro. They did. Speak on it, Dolomite. It's an ultimate L. And guess what else? Sony had to come out there and tell them, shut the hell up, sit down, y'all ain't getting no games until 2025. But Lou, we told them that. We said after God of War, after Spider-Man, y'all don't. We've been telling Dolomite, how many shows have we been saying y'all don't have a pipeline? What y'all gonna keep playing? Spider-Man games? Is that what y'all gonna do? Deli Jerome, is that all they gonna do? Got Venom next. How many times you gonna get to play? How many times are you gonna play Venom and Spider-Man? Just how many times? Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something that's gonna piss them off. You know that game called Grand Theft Auto 6?
Uh-oh.
You better pray and hope. Pray and hope to the gaming gods that game don't come out on that next Xbox. Because if that game debuts on that damn next gen Xbox, y'all in deep, serious shit-ass trouble. Because not only will it be Grand Theft Auto that drops on that bitch, that's going to be a next-gen game. Lou, that next Call of Duty going to drop on it. And Lou, you want to know what I've always said, right? You want to see Xbox blow up, you do three things. You bring Don Santiago back on Gears of War. You win the power message by actually having the video games that they can't parry. They can't parry to, right? And I said parry. I didn't say parody. I said parry. That means they can't deflect it. The games look so different that it's undeniable who's who. That's what Hellblade 2 is gonna bring. Now let me tell them something, Daly. Let me take all the air out of the room. You know where I'm going with this, Daly. Shout out to Australia. Let me look at them straight in their faces, chit chat with no laughter. Vic, the MF click. Let me look at them real straight with a dead serious face. Let me tell them what's gonna happen to them. Hellblade 2 was just an introduction to the end of your whole bullshit ass campaign. The PlayStation campaign dies with Hellblade 2, right? And just when you thought it was gonna get any worse, that ain't even the game that's going to highlight the Series X. When the Series X when they squeeze all the juice out of the Series X, you're going to get Gears of War 6. That game is going to redefine what next gen of this era meant to be, right? And you better hope now that after that, Perfect Dark don't come out, because that game is going to be another one. You better hope, right? State of Decay 3 don't come out, because that's going to be another one. Skyrim, another one. You get where I'm going with this, Lou? Look at all these bangers, all these games that are using Unreal Engine 5. Remember what I told you? What's next gen? It ain't the console, people. That's how Sony was able to deceive their fan base. Next gen means the engine. If you're using a new engine, that's what's next gen. That's what makes it next gen. See, right now we were just having these consoles and it was cute to say next gen. But if the game that you're playing is using an old engine, you're not really next gen. Vic, the MF click. Xbox games on PlayStation is the parasite that will leech off the ponies till they have no choice but to continue to buy Xbox games. Exactly. Do you want to know what else is funny, Vic? If you ever watch the Animal Kingdom shows, right? Because I'm an Animal Kingdom kind of guy. And I'm getting bored. I like to look at nature shows, right? And ants are very wise creatures, you know. But there's this parasite that gets into the ants' minds and makes them clamp down, right? And they die because they mess up their minds and they clamp down on this like twig. And what ends up happening is it breaks out of them like a fungus, right? And it shoots, it pours out. So it continues life through the ant. But then there's another one that makes an ant go crazy and he intercepts them and he goes down into the nest and he gets by the eggs and that parasite can eat off the eggs, right? That's what this is. If the PlayStation community can be bamboozled by Sony, they definitely can be bamboozled by Microsoft. They can blindly support Microsoft without even knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They're going to continue to buy Xbox games, not even realizing that they're making it more powerful. They're building the empire. It's good night for Sony. Sony's going to end up losing the gaming market, and then we won't even have to worry about all these dumbass journalists coming out here. See, all that's about the flip. And that's going to be the funniest shit ever. Why you think you don't see Destin running around here running his mouth? He sees the writing on the wall. Yeah, when was the last time you see Shaggy, dumbass Ron McCaffrey out here? When was the last time you seen him? He sees the writing on the wall. Ron McCaffrey ain't never represented the Xbox community. He ain't never represented the true IGN has never represented Xbox community. That shit was PlayStation when it came out. In 1996, when IGN was born, that was a damn PlayStation site. They ain't fooling no damn body. They're the original donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They ain't fooling no damn body. All they ever did was use these other gaming platforms for propaganda. That was to expand the business. But their culture resides in the PlayStation hand. They ain't fooling nobody. And all these other lames that want to pretend that they're editors and journalists and all that, why do you think they tickle the PlayStation community? Because they know Xbox fans are playing games. They're not on there in the comment sections and and talking it up with them and shit. Xbox community is playing video games. So if you want to damn make your little editing show grow, that's who you gonna cater to. And then, he's clowning. He said, "How the hell these ponies play The Last of Us remastered remake and still don't know what a parasite is?" Facts. They don't understand it because in order to play an Xbox game, Lou, you have to have an Xbox account. We don't need when you play Destiny 2, Lou, that belongs to Sony. Do you need to get an account to play that game? Nope.
Nope.
You get MLB? Nope. You don't need shit. Because they ain't got no real infrastructure. Microsoft has a real infrastructure. To get in, baby, you got to have a VIP pass. You ain't just walking up in this club. That's why we got clubs and we got groups. You don't even have that on your PlayStation console. Our dudes are behind. I told y'all. They're outdated. You're playing an outdated brand. The only thing holding up PlayStation is popularity. But that's about to go out the window. That's all. It's about to go out the window. You know why? Because the proof is in the pudding. The writing's on the wall that PlayStation has no pipeline. So what do, donkeys? Are you willing to tell the truth and get this shit over with? Or are you rather drag this shit to the inevitable? And I already called it. I said, y'all too dumb to admit the truth. So we're going to roll this bitch till the wheels fall off. And guess who wins? Guess who gets justification? People like me and Crazy Lou. We're waiting for it.
Yep.
We're waiting for it. Like I told you, you're on that one rim. It's already on the street, sparking up. Daily, they riding down on the street, and all you see is sparks. The rubber is gone. Ain't no tires on that shit. It's all rims, Vic. It's all a matter of time before that gas run out. That's it.
Oh man, that gas has been out for a while.
You can't mess with a $2 billion company that can make $60 billion in 1 month. Y'all dudes are on crack. You're on crack. Microsoft can have news, just rumors that is buying a new studio. Sony will lose $15 billion off that news.
Yep.
It's the news.
Nope.
The news bombs.
Just the news. Yep.
Lou, am I lying, Lou? Lou, am I lying?
You're not lying. This is why right now we're seeing what's happening, bro. This is why we're seeing what's happening. This is why right now they're saying they're telling Xbox, hey, bring your games over here. Let's be good buddies. Why is that?
The news of Xbox makes them lose billions, not millions, people. The news of Xbox makes Sony lose billions of dollars. Just the news. Y'all sit up here talking about Xbox is last. Xbox is last in what? Oh,
What?
they don't sell enough. They don't have to.
They don't have to.
Let's show you. Let's show you the breakdown. Xbox can sell half of what Nintendo. I mean, half of what PlayStation does on console and make more money. Explain that. They can't.
Yep.
So there ain't no pressure on Xbox. You want to know something? Xbox is part of a big tech company. You want to know who moves industries? Big tech companies. Sony don't move no damn industry. Sony can't even move the movie industry.
Uh-oh.
Their day is done with. They had a run during the 80s, during the mid-90s. They had a good run.
Yes, sir.
That's a good run.
Definitely. Yep. That's how it is.
We came
That's
out
what
here.
it is.
Yeah, we came out here to do a show to make fun of that dog shit console. Yep, we sure did. We petty. You know, we petty. But you guess what? We ain't never lied to you.
Mm.
We know that you like liars. You donkeys love liars. We know that about y'all. It's all right. Y'all emotional. You got a chemical imbalance. Y'all are very vaginal beings. You know?
That's the thing, though, family. We're gonna see that next generation. People are gonna finally understand. They're gonna finally understand that software and services are what's selling, not hardware.
That's it.
Not hardware. Not for now.
This ain't fanboy shit that y'all like to damn throw up. Oh, bro, listen, man. Look, I don't really give a damn what they call me. But at the end of the day, show me where I've been wrong. Put them bets up. Put them bets up. I ain't lying to you donkeys. There ain't nothing to lie about. If you can't see the writing on the wall, that's your fault. We've been telling you for the last 3 years what was going to happen. Only on Di-RRec Gaming. Ain't nobody else going to tell you this shit. I was telling you this shit when nobody else was.
Nope. Now
you can copy and paste. Go ahead and do it now. Send the alarms out, right, Realist? Now they can say, oh yeah. Now these lames will tell you that it's over. But they weren't gonna tell you ahead of time because y'all were suckers for them. And they knew y'all were suckers for them. That's why they took you through the wilderness and made you walk around that mountain for 40 years. You didn't go nowhere. When Legal was trying to lead y'all to the promised land, just, hey, listen, man, you free. You can buy whatever you want. But just understand what you buy right there ain't gonna be that same shit in 5 years. That PlayStation that you love, that bitch is gonna change. And y'all didn't want to believe me. You can't help but to believe me now, because why? That bitch is changing whether you like it or not now. You see? That old VHS mindset that I was talking about, look at you now. I told y'all y'all were VHS cassette tape players. But y'all gonna catch up. Y'all remind me of the old generation that didn't want to get with them mobile phones. It took my uncle, my grandmama a while, but they got on that mobile phones. They could call me like the best of them. That's you donkeys. Y'all wake up soon.
Here's another thing, though, fam, because technology, look how much is advanced. I mean, like you mentioned VHS. I remember back in the day, you had to get home in order to watch a movie. You had to get home or go to the movie theater. That's what you had to do back in the day. Nowadays, you want to watch a movie, you can just watch it on your cell phone.
Right.
Watch it on your tablet.
Nothing, man.
Damn. I mean,
nothing.
That's all you gotta do. That's simple.
Well,
and like that. I mean, I don't have to go out there and rent that movie, put it in a VHS thing or put it in a DVD. No, I understand some people like that, that old school stuff, but me, I'm in love with tech. I'm in love with how much it's advancing. And I always said, I just wish that gaming could do the same thing, and now it's doing it. I mean, damn. Look how far MS has gone to. I mean, I love when people say that Phil hasn't done a good job, but wow. Hasn't he? Because listen, famo, y'all see my big baby right here. I got a Nintendo Switch, I got my PC, and I got my Xbox. Where do I game the most on my Xbox? Why? Because every single month, we get games on that Game Pass. So do I have time to play on my PS5? No. I mean, damn. Do I have time to play on my Switch? Sometimes, because it's on the go. I can play it on the go. But when I get home, what I want to do, I want to fire up that Xbox. I want to see what's in the Game Pass to say, oh, let me play this game. Let me try it out. Let me see. Get stuck into it. Let's go. Look, I mean, there's a crap game coming out, and I can't wait to play that crap game, man. I can't wait to
Stone
sit.
King said my game tonight. I can't remember the name of it, but Stone King said it. If he hears me, I would love for him to repeat it. But that's that game I've been wanting to play. He's playing it. He
What
got
game?
a handheld, I think. So he's been playing it. It's
The
that
crap game?
It's that new game. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find where he said that at. He came in here and he said it, and I was like, yeah, that's that game. He says it's out on Game Pass now. It's that game that it's a little indie game, like it's like claymation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the one with the crab, bro. It's called Another Crab's Treasure. That's what it's called.
Man, I'm playing that, bro.
I'm playing that too, man. I mean, that game looks
bro. I think I'm gonna record
fun.
it. Yeah,
I mean, that game looks fun. That game looks fun. You're a crab picking fights, you know, grabbing your own look. Oh man, it looks fun. And that's what I'm saying, though. Every single month, there's something new. And look what's happening, right? Look at that Fallout TV series, famo. Oh man, that Fallout TV series revived that franchise. It really shook it up. After that Fallout TV series came out, we saw everybody hop on Fallout.
Salute. I hear you, man. Sanchez Gaming in the building.
We
I
saw.
hear you keep talking swaggy. I see you, brother. Dr. Vodka, I see y'all. I see all y'all up in here, man. Shout out to the Chit Chat community. Keep going crazy.
We see people dropping on Fallout 76. Me, the only Fallout game I played was 4. And man, I was like, man, I just wish that Xbox doesn't update because I want to, after watching this, I want to go back to it. And my God, they said it's coming up on April 25th, man. Even though they're torturing us, but man, it's only 11 days, 12 days away. What are we talking about? It's only not 10 days away, man. Can't wait to play.
I found out what it is. Harold Halibut.
Oh, Harold Halibut, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Harold Halibut. They showed that at the showcase. Yeah, I wanted to
pre-download. Harold Halibut, that's what it's called. Harold Halibut.
I'm about to play that game, bro. Realist, I'm gonna be playing that game.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play it too.
Yep.
I mean, I tried to play that other one, man. They you know, we were all hyped up for the man. It's a Metroidvania. I can't remember. I can't remember the name, but it was. I'll find it out. But yeah, Harold Halibut. I'm gonna get that one a shot. But hey, Louis, real quick now, let you get back to what you're doing, man.
What's up?
Anybody who says that Phil Spencer's doing a bad job, they're not a real Xbox fan.
Exactly.
Right. He might do some things. But see, there's nothing that he has done that you can disagree with as a gamer.
Nope.
Right? If you are just strictly console war, he's done some things that will make you disapprove. But fact of the matter is, people have been saying this. They're not in business to console war. They're in business to make money.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they see fit to put a couple games on other platforms, because Xbox fans have been complaining since they started putting games on PC. As if most PCs aren't running Windows, right? But
PC's another platform too.
If you don't like a guy that brought in Bethesda, Ninja Theory, Undead Labs, made them first party, Playground made them first party, and then finish up. Well, he's not even finished, right? Go knock out Activision, Blizzard. It's like how can you give this dude a poor approval rating? I don't understand how anybody can say he did a bad job, considering Microsoft was considering just moving away from gaming altogether before he came in and moved it in the direction he did. If the people who are actually making the games, the people who are in charge of studios, caught a second wind once they heard that Phil Spencer was being promoted, like us as gamers, we should just sit back and wait for the fruits of the labor. That's it. Because I mean, I don't know. I saw it somewhere. There's 36 games in development. I mean, how can you say this dude's doing a bad job?
Exactly. Look how many games you're gonna even have issues like to bump them together because I mean there's so much games out there. My God, I mean it's incredible what this man is doing. It's incredible. And not only that, when he sits down with all them devs from ABK and says, okay, let's go digging. Let's see what you guys have. Let's see what you can bring on the table. I'll give you an example. There was this one game. It was called StarCraft Ghost. It was gonna be like Warhammer, but it got shelved. It got canceled. Imagine that they sit down and say, "Let's bring that StarCraft game right now," and they bring up all them titles that probably ABK wanted to do, but under Bobby Kotick, he said, "No, let's just do Call of Duty." Imagine all those games those guys wanted to do. I'm telling you, that library is gonna grow bigger than what it is right now. And they got 36 games right now. They're probably gonna have like 100 games under the wing, man. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts.
Honestly, it's already nuts, right? Because I'm
That's
looking
right,
at
Golden Knight.
like people are complaining, right? I see people saying that Xbox doesn't have a game in first quarter, right? Like that was the promise. But we're gonna act like some of the biggest games haven't just hit the platform. Like, at what point are you cannibalizing the other games by just dropping them in the midst of other games? You understand? You just put Diablo in Game Pass. You had Pal World early this year that basically set the world on fire.
Ooh, it did.
So how many games are you just gonna just drop right on top of each other? Because I think that was Booty who said it a couple years ago. He's like, we're in a position where we don't know where to put these games at. We're having scheduling issues.
Yep, it's
You
true.
know, I don't look. So, you know, I know we hear the clown on PlayStation, but man, I'm always here about the Xbox community because I could care less about PlayStation. I know you love your PlayStation. I don't care about their community unless I mean I don't know any good guys. Maybe you can point me into some good guys, but I'm about Xbox and Xbox community, man. And we gotta stop complaining. We gotta stop complaining about everything, right? Xbox is doing just fine. If you're complaining about a lack of games, like what's the difference if they throw 5 third-party games in Game Pass versus a first party? Right? I don't understand. Every Tuesday games hit Game Pass. Why can't you just shut up and play these games instead of trying to play a console war? Because if you're looking at if you're looking over the fence, they don't have anything. And the games that they paid for to be exclusive, those guys don't even want to play those games. And most of the people with the huge following, they're not playing these games.
Yep, that's true.
So it's like, who are we allowing to dictate our gaming experience and the way we think about gaming? Bro, Xbox is the best places. If you're gonna buy a console, Xbox is the best place to play, unless you just love your Nintendo games, which is fine. You know, I've outgrown Nintendo. Love those games. When it comes to Xbox versus PlayStation, I don't see any reason why I'm on the wrong side of the fence because I chose Xbox. It just is what it is.
Yep.
I've never liked what PlayStation did. I'm trying to acquire a taste for some of the old games that PlayStation was paying to be exclusive, like Final Fantasy. I never cared that it wasn't on other consoles. I didn't care that it wasn't on my Dreamcast back in the day. But now I'm trying to acquire a taste for these games. But I've never cared. Let me see. Ghost of Tsushima is what I like on PlayStation. But we've had Assassin's Creed, which is basically the same thing. It's just time for the Xbox fans to start to appreciate what you have. At least play the games. At least get out there and play some games before you start complaining. There's no way that you have an Xbox and say there's nothing to play. I don't even acknowledge anybody who says they need more games because that's foolishness.
Oh my God! It'd
be one thing if you had to pay for these games, opposed to just subscribing and just playing the games that way. Yep. You know what I mean? You got so many games in the subscription service. How you say you have Game Pass and there's nothing to play? I'm going to PlayStation, right? And then for the people who are saying they want to go get a PC, you should have had a PC years ago. If all you wanted was to have the top end specs, you should have been on PC. But what's going to happen is PC is going to push a whole lot of those cats back once they start getting those bills. Once they start seeing that every couple of years they got this new hardware that they got to keep up with, as opposed to just buying a console and playing it. Play it however you want to play it. I don't understand these Xbox fans complaining. That's all I wanted to say. Because you brought up people saying Phil Spencer's not doing a good job. And if you're an Xbox fan, a real Xbox fan, and you know the history of Xbox and what happened last generation, and you say Phil Spencer's doing a bad job, I can't even acknowledge you.
Exactly. It's crazy when I heard I heard about that he's not doing a good job. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, look what everything we have on this service. I mean, not only that, because listen, right? It's funny that every time I hear somebody say, "Oh, I'd rather pay 70 for good quality games and all this stuff," I'm like, seriously, why don't you just pay 15 and you get good quality games? No, because those games aren't quality, blah blah blah. But this is what I saw this generation. The whole $70 quality thing went down. I mean, for me, it wasn't true. There was only like a few games that came out that gave us that 100% quality in it. Few games. I mean, that list is real short. Because I'm one of those guys, right? That I love playing video games, right? I love them. I told Lego, I put like between 12 to 16 hours a week. Top, sometimes I can put more. Awesome. I try to do that every single week because I just love playing games. But these games that come out, right, for that price, not having that good quality, I mean, it makes you think like, oh man, what am I gonna do? I mean, shit, am I gonna pay for it or not? I'll give you an example for Jedi Survivor. I'm a big fan of the Star Wars game. Game released, and I heard it had issues with frames. I heard it had issues with a bunch of stuff. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. That's what I did. I said, I'm gonna wait till it gets better, and if it's on the same price, I buy it. And if it's not, then I'll just buy it for a discount. So I heard they patched a couple things up, and I bought it for 31
what's
bucks.
quality?
What's quality? That like for example, quality for me is that it doesn't have any issues like it happened to me in Jedi Survivor, which for me it irritated me. I was playing the game, and all of a sudden, when I was running through the game, there was in the screen it got like mushy, like it got like mucusy. I don't know how can I describe, like the game was breaking, right? So I had to hop out, log back in, right, and the game continued running fine. But then again, it came out again. Hop back in, and then get to a point where it just got annoying. I said, you know what? Let me put it to the side. Let me wait till they fix things up. And if they don't, man, then I just have to deal with this thing. Because that's the thing, though. That's something that, for me, irritates me that it happens a lot of the times. And not only that, for me, when the game is totally broken is when it does not have – it's when it has save issues. When it has save issues, I ain't touching that. It's over there. I ain't touching that till they fix that thing. Because I'm afraid of advancing in the game, I have 50 hours into it, and then all of a sudden, like, it's broken, and I have to go back 20 hours, and you know how much effort I've already put into those 20 hours, you know? I hate when that happens. I'm one of those guys, if I hear it's broken like that, But for me, quality game is, like I said, you know, graphics are one thing that I need to fix. Another thing is a fun factor. It's got to have a good fun factor. If it's not that fun, man, it just goes away from me right there. But
now, cause see that's the number one thing for me. The reason why I ask is, you know, we've been hearing quality since last generation. Xbox doesn't have quality games. So what is quality? Because in my opinion, PlayStation games have quality graphics, but the fun factor is lacking for me. Which is why you have to have a great story to accompany a game that's not predicated on fun factor.
That's true.
You know, so Xbox has always had something that was fun. Right? They've always had good games. It's just that if the media doesn't tell them it's good enough or it's quality, then they don't believe it's quality. That's just how it seems to me. Because, you know, I played Rise. I played Quantum Break. Like, those are quality games for me. Those are quality experiences. Like, people don't complain about Nintendo games for quality. And those games are running at 14 frames at times.
Yep. They don't complain about that.
Yeah, so I guess quality is in the eye of the beholder, but for me, I need my game to be fun. I want to play my games. I don't want to watch my games. I don't want to point and click my games. Because see, for those who love CRPGs like Baldur's Gate, hey, that's great. But see, that game had a great story to go along with it. But that's what it's all about. It's not about necessarily playing the game. But when you look at what PlayStation's been doing, and Xbox fans have been trying to put Xbox games against PlayStation games and vice versa. They're doing two totally different things. You don't compare Redfall to freaking Horizon. They're trying to accomplish two different things.
Oh my god! All right.
I can't stand it when people compare multiplayer games to single player games either.
Oh, you brought up the Sleeping Beauty game. That's the game that puts a lot of people to sleep. I mean, I can't
Hey,
play that game. I get
I,
some
s-
sleep.
I saw an article that said they're about to add some NPCs to brighten up your day while you're bored during the game.
Oh my god!
You know what I
No
mean?
way.
If you're if they're gonna introduce NPCs for bored players in the game. If the game is so boring, just play something else.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and if you made a game that's that boring that you need to be so creative, why not just add some new gameplay into it?
Right.
Add better story elements. But it is what it is, man. This quality thing bothers me, man. I've never I can't think of an Xbox game that I didn't like. I would maybe
Take us out,
uh
McGrillis. You got it. Last 5 minutes, man. You got it.
maybe Record.
I told you an example, right? Because
You take us out. We got 5 minutes, bro.
I told you an example with Jedi Survivor, right? Because imagine yourself that I paid $70 and all of a sudden I'm running and all of a sudden I see this mush and I had to head back and load it back in, head back, load it back in. I had to do this up almost every 10 minutes. You're gonna get annoyed. You're gonna be like, damn, man, I paid $70 for this crap. You know, you're gonna get pissed, right? I just want the game to run smooth. I just want the game to not have any issues. I want the game also to be fun. That's what I look for. And this is why this article came out saying $70 games is the thing for the past, because lately, we've seen all these issues. I'll give you another example, right? This is with an Xbox game. Starfield, right? Starfield. Big example right here. There was this one mission. It's one side mission that got glitched for me. I was like, God damn it, I can't finish this one mission. It was such a good mission. It was the UC mission. I don't know if you played it, where you fight the aliens. Man. And there was this one point where the NPC needs to exit a room in order to leave, in order to the Terramorphs, right? And in order to continue, in order to exit to continue the level. But the NPC just froze there, just didn't move. I was like, oh man, when are they gonna fix this? And when did this game came out? Was it September, right? Was September, October? Was it released? September? Okay, September. So I beat Dragon's Dogma 2. And I said, let me head back in there, see the fixed mission, see if I can continue, because of course I can continue with the main missions. But I wanted to do this mission because I'm a guy that just does. I get irritated if I leave something behind. I don't like if there's no option right there. It's done and gone. But I knew that at some point they were gonna fix it. So I remember in February I jumped in to check it out. Still wasn't fixed. And now I see a 13 gigabyte update. Boom, it gets fixed. I'm like, oh man, it's fixed. Finally, I'm gonna get that big penthouse I wanted to get. Realist, I'm telling you this much. I completed the mission. So happy I did. As soon as I got to UC and they said, oh, you're #1 class citizen, now you get your penthouse. The penthouse glitch, man. I'm like, I don't care. I got a home base. Let me continue, because for that, it's just something. It's just like an extra thing, and I don't mind it. But at least I completed the mission. I didn't leave it behind, because that was something that was going to irritate me and make me want to jump back into it and redo everything again. But man, I didn't get the pounds. I don't care. But I just continue forward from then on, and just right now I'm finishing up the game. I got a couple. There was another one called The Heart of Mars. It's still glitched. But imagine yourself that you pay $70 for this game, and you get stuck with this. You probably get irritated, like, damn, I paid for this thing. And look what happened.
Yeah, but you're gonna get used to $70 the same way you got used to $60. That
exactly.
$70 is not a quality marker. It's just the cost of doing business. They wanted to raise the price of video games, and that's what they did. But if you look at what's going on with I saw it on Twitter that games are selling less. But I don't know if it necessarily has anything to do with $70 or if it's just people's, money is funny, period. Like like we talk about gaming, I especially on the other side, they're all rich on PlayStation. But a lot of people out there, don't know what they're gonna do, for a meal. You know what I mean? They're working hard. The prices, the cost of living is going up, but the money isn't. So it is what it is, man. To me, quality is a good game that works, and it just seems like we're not going to get a bunch of games that work day one. They're going to give you a patch on day one, and then they're going to promise more patches in the future. But as long as people keep going out there and buying these games by the millions day one, there's no incentive for them to change the way they're doing it.
They're doing it,
So,
yep. And they got to
you
change
know,
that. They got to change that soon because really, at the end of the day, it's going to start hurting them. Because nowadays, for example, I'm one of those people that are, when a game comes out, I'm there looking. Unless if it's on Game Pass, I'm there looking. I'm there looking. And should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Let me see. I'll give you a prime example. Look at another big example, Lords of the Fallen 2. I love hack and slash, and I love the Souls thing. I love those type of games. Lords of the Fallen 2 came out. I'm like, oh man. A lot of people told me it's broken, and the game is broken. I'm like, oh, $70 for that thing. I'll hold off. For this kind of hold off till they patch up. That's the thing, though. You gotta hold off now. So now
Have
they
you played
release.
that game yet? Have you got back on it? It's pretty good now.
Oh, Lords of the Fallen is pretty good.
Yeah, I got it.
hey,
Oh.
the best thing you can do,
Holler at me.
the best thing you do, Louis, is just wait for a sale, man. You get the game for the low,
Yeah,
and
when
you
they
get it,
broke,
and you get it finished.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for just a low, and if it gets better, good, and I play it because it happened to me with Cyberpunk too. When Cyberpunk came out, I was like, wait a minute, I know these guys. I had an issue with Witcher. Let me just wait, and that's what I did. I waited, and man, I bought the game. I don't know how much. I think I paid. I think it was the $60 when they finally full patched it up. I paid the $60. I was proud to pay the $60 because man, when I played that game, I fell in love with it. What a great game after they fixed everything up. Such a good game.
Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Willis, for ending the 5 minutes.
All right.
Get out of here, everybody. Salute to everybody in the chit chat community. I know it's been a long run, a long 2 weeks, man. Everybody out here grinding, everybody out here working. So, you know, it wasn't really nothing to talk about until today.
Oh,
just
man.
bombs after bombs after bombs. We had to do a show. People, the streets hit me up. We had to come in here and make this show. Pure petty, man. It is what it is. I don't care what y'all think, bro. Y'all asked for this one. And you know, thanks for the laughs. It's only gonna get worse. Keep it up. Let's roll these rims right off these cars. And then you know what I'm saying? Then we can get back to playing video games while y'all watch Xbox greatness. That's just it. This ain't not console wars. It's just what it is, and you dudes just gonna have to get used to that.
Yep.
Xbox International Podcast has dropped the bomb. I'm joining them tomorrow. Please check us out. Lou in the gang. I'm getting in the plane. It's going down. Hey,
yes,
I want to
sir.
say this, man.
What's up?
Shout out to everybody that came out tonight. Shout out to the panel. Like I said, man, we're working, man. People had to go. People had to get ready for work. It is what it is. We do this out of the straight passion of our hearts, man. Straight passion of our hearts. This is all about the gaming culture, man. We do this, right? We want to make it count. So we're not up here just making shows every day. It's not, listen, we only going to come out when it's something to come out for. You know, I have a real gaming community out here like Dolanite. You know, I got real homies like this. We're the 300, you know. I'd rather stand with you dudes than a million cowards. It is what it is. We don't sit around here and kiss each other's asses. We ain't sitting out here fronting because somebody thinks somebody's important. We don't coattail nobody. Ain't nobody built us. We built ourselves. Ain't nobody do that. We are who we are. We're not acting. This is who we are. This is not a script. It's just who we are. Simple. We keep it simple on Di-RRec Gaming. We let the real gamers speak out here. And in the meantime, I try to promote certain games that I feel like should be seen on my platform. I like to record them, and that's my way of giving back to the devs. That's my way of saying thanks for all the hard work that y'all do by providing these video games for us. And I think I got some games on my horizon, especially that game that I was talking about earlier. Shout out to Stone King for putting that out there because I sure want to showcase that one. I want to play some fun games like y'all were talking about. If you like what we're about, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Never, ever, 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 ever miss a beat, man. For any of these awesome videos that we come out and do, when we do, and how we do. Shout outs to the realest one. Shout outs to Crazy Lou Gaming. Shout out to Spartan 117. Shout out to Game Series, and shout out to J-Rock for coming out tonight. Shout out to Six Slayer that was in the chit chat community. He's a member as well. And we'll be getting the full Four Horsemen in play. Maybe next week or after that. I got a special guest hopefully coming up this Saturday with Lou, Crazy Lou Gaming. It'll be us three. We hope y'all enjoy that one. That one's going to be more of a serious, very serious, futuristic show. A lot of information, a lot of good things to learn from. Hopefully that goes down. If not, it'll be coming soon. It's like I said, there's a lot of people who are working hard. There's a lot of things going on. But tomorrow, check us out as our guest on Xbox International Podcast. I can't wait to do that too. I've been trying to get with Lou on that one, man. I fell sick the last time. It was crazy. All kinds of stuff always blocking us. But here's where we stand, and this is what we're gonna do. Remember, I always keep it gaming. We're bringing gaming back to the streets and streets back to gaming. This is the new legal representing Di-RRec Gaming. Hey, y'all, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.